What's really good in your dollyhood, y'all? My name is Gypsy, and you are watching Broken Dolly TV. Back at it. Okay, I know what you guys are thinking. You're like, Gypsy, where did you go? Why did you be disappearing for mad long and then just popping back like ain't nothing happened? Get it together, okay? Yeah, I know you guys. Listen, I just wanted to tell you guys something. I'm trying out some new things. I'm full of ideas, and I can never seem to, get my ideas off the ground because I get distracted so easily by other ideas. But, anyways, before I forget, let me just show you guys this right quick. I just want to show you guys that I do have live videos. Some of you guys think that I haven't been making any videos since this last video I uploaded, which was about a year ago. Really? Really, Gypsy? That was a year ago? Wow, it doesn't feel like it was a year ago. But no, you'll see 3 months ago is the last video I actually did do, which was for my live stream. So I have actually been putting a substantial amount of live streams up for you guys, but you guys missed them because some of you guys don't get notifications for the live streams. When you're on your phone, maybe don't realize that there are multiple tabs on the screen that you can go to see other videos. So a lot of you guys think that I just abandoned the channel, but that's not what happened, okay? So I just want to clear that up. For those of you who missed those lives, you can actually go over here and watch a lot of these live videos that are here and catch up. They're kind of long. Anyways, if you have the attention span for it, if you just want to like listen to me talking in the background while you're doing stuff with your dolls and you just want to like chime in your head like, oh yeah, amen, girl, yeah, Bobby going through the same thing, then you know where to find those at, okay? So I just wanted to clear that up, and I'm actually starting a little project. As I'm working on that project, I decided I don't want to just be like gone from my channel until I pop back on the scene with all this new stuff that I'm doing, and you're like, where the heck did you guys come from with this? So I decided in the interim that I'm going to spend some time with you guys, kind of indirectly interacting with you guys, because I notice that people ask me the same questions over and over again, and which I don't mind, but I don't check my comments often enough for me to respond to you right away. So by the time I get to responding, I've got like a bunch of comments accumulated, and then I have to answer the questions, kind of mad late. I'd rather not do that. I've been going through some of my comments, and I've been seeing some really good questions, really good comments from people. Kind of like a shout out, but also to answer some of these questions that I think a lot of people have. I thought maybe it would be kind of fun for us to go through some of the comments together, kind of react to the comments that I get on some of my videos. So I think for this episode, we're gonna check out my Madam CJ Walker Barbie doll review. I haven't really been doing reviews on my channel in the past few years. Part of the reason for that is because I feel like reviews are so oversaturated. Everybody on YouTube that has a doll channel is doing reviews. So what more can I tell you that the next person isn't going to tell you? The only difference I think between my reviews and a lot of other reviews, honestly, is that I try to get more detailed about things that most reviewers will not show you. For example, a lot of people don't want to take their dolls out of the box because they are in the box collectors, or they don't take the clothing off of the dolls or change the hairstyle than the way that it came, because they like for their dolls to stay in the pristine condition that they came out of the box in. So a lot of times they'll just kind of show you the doll like this, like what you see up on the screen. It's just she's still in the box, or she's like still in her regular clothes, and then they'll just tell you, oh, I love it, it's so amazing, and then that's like the end of it. That's the whole review. So I can't watch reviews like that because I need more information, bro. I need to know where the joints are. I need to know what body type the doll has. I need to know if it's gonna match a certain skin tone if I want to do a body swap. I need to know if the hair is rooted properly, if there's a bunch of bald spots on the inside. I need to know a lot of things. I need to know what the doll looks like in a completely different outfit than the one that she came in, because I just need to visualize these things before I can commit to purchasing the doll. Or like, because sometimes you're like, oh, how much work am I going to have to do to customize this doll? That's the kind of stuff that I'm looking for when I'm trying to watch a review, and I a lot of times don't get that information. So that's what made me start doing my reviews in a very particular way, because I want to be able to make the kind of reviews that if somebody else who's thinking like me comes to my channel, they're going to get what they need out of that review, in addition to the usual stuff that we always see in every single doll review. So I'm only going to do a review on a doll where I feel like it's not saturated all over YouTube. Everybody and their mama's, boyfriend's, baby daddy's friend's cousin done made this review about this particular fashionista that has nothing but 5 joints and this outfit you see, and like that's the end of it. You know what I'm saying? That's why the reviews on my channel have been where they at. You feel me? But in this one, I did actually take time to do a review for her, because this doll is a kind of a special doll. She's like a, a collectible doll. Madam C.J. Walker is a very iconic figure in our history here in the United States, especially for black folks. I wanted to kind of do the doll justice and make sure that I showed her details to you guys, for those of you who were like contemplating, is this doll worth spending $35 on? Because I think that was the regular price for her, 35 to 40 bucks US dollars. I see a couple of comments here, so let's just look at them. Mei Xing Profit, I know I'm saying this wrong. Your doll collection is awesome. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. Tata, aka Lulu, hi, says, hi Gypsy, I love your dolls and doll knowledge. I started collecting Barbie dolls that need some TLC. I clean them, reroute if needed, clothe, and etc. I'm hooked. Girl, I feel you. I have accumulated 102 in 3 months. I have something I would love to send you. Nothing weird. I just want to show you some Barbie love. I think you'd love it. Please advise on how to get it to you. I did reply to her here, and you guys can read that comment if you just want to see what I said back. I love comments like this, and I just gotta say, like, this person single-handedly inspired me to come over here and do this video, because y'all know how I is. The Aspergers be kicking in, okay? And people don't like it when I call myself an Aspie for some reason. No, it's not for some reason. I know the reason why. It's like a whole thing. You guys Google it. The controversy on the term Aspergers. The people who hate that term, they want everyone to be just called autistic, and I get it. I get it. I just call myself Aspie out of habit, and because I don't really care about the controversy surrounding that name. Before the controversy, the name was always there, and we all know there's no such a thing as an Asperger's diagnosis anymore, at least here in the United States. It's kind of like irrelevant to me, but so I don't want people to take it the wrong way when I say my Asperger's is kicking in. But I just like to make that distinction, because the level of autism that affects me is equivalent to that which we have previously associated with Asperger's. So that's why I use that term. But I use that very, very loosely, if that makes sense. So anyways, this comment really jump started my doll tube brain and kind of made me want to come out of my hiatus, because I get so inspired when I know that things I'm doing over here is inspiring to other people. I love that. That's what this channel has always been about. That's what made me actually start making these videos more seriously in the beginning. Originally, I wasn't making Barbie doll videos. I had these big, huge, giant child-sized dolls, and I was doing reviews on them because, again, I could not find any detailed reviews of those dolls. Somebody in my comment section left I swear he left a 3-page comment where he was just explaining and breaking down to me his whole psychology in his doll collecting, and how much inspiration he had gotten from watching my videos. And that was it. I was like, word, I didn't know that this is actually helpful to people. I didn't realize it could be used in some therapeutic way. I'm all for that, so that's why I took my channel more seriously and started to make content regularly. Don't get it twisted, you guys. I don't do this for a living. This is not my job, although it would be wonderful, but it's not my job. I have actual things going on in my real life that take my attention away from YouTube a lot of times. But when I have free time, then that's when I come and do a lot of the stuff that I do here. This is really just a hobby for me, but I really love when I hear people talking about how the things that they're learning or seeing over here gives them ideas for things that they want to do with their own collection. I just love it. Tata, I do need to respond to some of these things that you said here. First, thank you for saying that you love my dolls and my knowledge on dolls. I see here you said you started collecting Barbies that need TLC, which is very noble of you, because I think it's very intimidating for new collectors to dive into collecting with us, because a lot of times they don't know what to do. They don't know where to start. They don't know what to to get. They don't know what's acceptable and what's going to be considered like, why did you get that? They feel a little bit judged by other people, by the community, so they don't really know how to present their collection to the world as they're in the beginning stages of collecting. I love that you're repurposing dolls that need some TLC, because I think a lot of people kind of don't even think about doing that. Like if you go to a thrift store, there's so many dolls, so many Barbie dolls that are like naked and got crazy hair, not in their original clothing, just stuffed on a shelf someplace. And some of those dolls are actually in really good condition. Just 2 days ago, when I went to the thrift store, I saw the Avon Barbie with like a purple hat and purple outfit, and she looked so good. Like she was in really good condition. She was missing her shoes, and if she had any accessories that she was supposed to come with, I don't think that she had that. But we're talking about a loose doll at a thrift store, you guys. Her hair was in the exact original condition, and I was so contemplating getting it. She had a Mackie face mold, but I ended up putting her back because I didn't know what I would do with her. Like, I didn't know how she would even fit into my collection. I just felt so bad about seeing her there. And I was like, oh my God, you need a home. So I thought about getting her and like relisting her on eBay or something. And maybe somebody else who actually would appreciate her could take her. But it was just like, no, it's too much. I just can't deal with it right now. So I just put her back. But things like that, for somebody who's starting off collecting, that's a great find. That's like a really good find. And I've found things like that at thrift stores a lot. It's something that I think a lot of people just don't even think about, getting secondhand dolls, because when you look at them in the condition that they're already in, of course, they're ghastly. Once you do your little magic touch to them, there's so many tutorials and great videos of people on YouTube and Instagram showing you how to do things with your dolls to customize them, and even on TikTok now. If you have those resources available to you, I say go for it. Go and get those dolls. You can rehab them, you can body swap them, you can do all kinds of different things to them and customize them, change their hair texture, the tone, the color, whatever, and turn them into brand new characters. They don't have to stay in their original state. They don't even have to be recognizable as whatever their original dolls were. Honestly, to be respected within the doll community as part of an actual real collection, you guys. This is for the new people, okay? Don't be discouraged. Definitely, that's so dope that you're doing that. And the process that you're doing to like rehab your doll, I think it makes a doll so much more special because it's got your personal touch on it. It's like a baby that you're creating, and it's like, oh my gosh, that's my little creation. You can kind of get very artistic with it and bring your artsy side out. So I love that, and I don't even blame you for being hooked, for reals. And if you develop your talent really well, you can sell those dolls to other collectors who don't want to be bothered, or they just love your artwork and they want to add those one of a kind dolls to their collection. They don't have to be painted from scratch and rerooted from scratch and all of that stuff. If you alter the slightest things on your dolls, if you just change their clothes even, you can resell these dolls to other people who want your version of that doll, because we all have the factory version, right? I think that's awesome. I cannot believe that you have 102 dolls over 3 months. Bruh, are you serious? Tata, are you rich? I just want to know. Is you rich? I know they're all TLC dolls, but dang, 102 of them? How? How did you even do that? I don't even know, but I mean, you must be finding some good dolls to add to your collection, wherever you getting them from. I have something I would love to send you. Nothing weird. I just want to show you some Barbie love, and I do appreciate that. I'm a little disappointed that you don't want to send me something weird, because I'm into weird. But if you insist. What is my problem? So here's the advice on how to get whatever it is you're trying to get to me. The best way really to interact with me one-on-one would be over on Instagram in my DMs, and or in the comment section, of course. Again, y'all, I've been on a hiatus from the Dollyverse in general, not just YouTube, even on Instagram and other places where I pop up. I've been kind of silently observing things. I haven't been as responsive as I normally am, but don't worry. We're going to get through it, okay? I can't make out these letters because my eyes are bad. Is this an I or an L? Huniez? I know I'm saying that so wrong. I could listen to you talk for hours. Thank you for saying that. I always thought I had like a really annoying voice. My husband tells me I sound like a cartoon character. He's like, why don't you do voiceover work? He literally said that to me today. I was like, I would, but I don't know how. How do you even get into stuff like that? This is the bad thing about being an artist or like a performance artist. There's no real path that you can take to go into that field of work. You literally have to like luck out and be discovered somehow. Right place, right time. And like you just get popular because whatever, the algorithm is just favoring you today. It's like mostly luck. 80% of it is luck, 20% of it is everything else. It's so annoying, and that's why the term struggling artist is so prevalent. Yeah, this is so dope because I just realized literally today as I'm doing this that the whole entire chat is saved in YouTube from the live stream. Bruh, I did not know that. And as you like click through, you can see the different comments. Why am I explaining this to you guys? Y'all already know this. I'm the YouTuber who just figured this out. Like, what is my problem? Anyways, I freaking didn't know that. Like, what the heck? But that's dope. This brings back memories. Look at all these comments, you guys. Special shout out to everybody up here on this screen: Galaxy Tammy, Mini G, Crossing Season, J Seals. You guys, for real, like y'all are like my core people that come to most of my lives and always keep the conversation popping, which is why they last so freaking long. Because I'll be like, guys, I'm only gonna talk for 1 hour today, and then it'll turn into 4 hours. But that's just because our conversations are so great, and you guys make the chat really live, so I appreciate that all the time. Blake is another one. This doll is a little bit controversial, the one that's up on the screen. This doll is a Naturalistas doll. And for those of you who are new here, Naturalistas is a different doll company than Mattel, and they basically specialize in making dolls of color that have Black American hair textures for the dolls that are like as authentic as you can find on a doll, I guess. So that's their whole like marketing ploy, and it's a good one. However, some of the dolls, when you take them out the box, like their hair is so wild and unkempt. It's very odd to me how children are expected to tame the hair of the dolls. It's like it's not really styled. I say it's controversial because a lot of times the people who complained about this, they would be met with the reachers who basically just agree with whatever these companies do just because they're so happy to have a new product. They don't question anything, right? I've heard people say things like, oh, the dolls are supposed to have crazy kinky hair that you can't control and that are all different lengths because you're supposed to cut and style the hair yourself like you would with a real afro. And I'm sitting here like, what are you talking about? Like, that would be like trying to sell me this doll back here, and I'm supposed to put her dreadlocks in myself. I'm supposed to twist all the hair up myself. What are you talking about? Like, why, what? Why would I buy a doll that I had to do that with, that wasn't marketed to me in such a way where I knew that that's what I needed to do before I purchased the doll? Like, that makes no sense. If you want to tell me it's a Naturalistas doll and she's rocking her natural hair, I need the hair to be rockable as soon as she comes out the package. It should not be like wilding out when I take it out of the package and then I got to do all this snipping and scissoring. Why? Like, these are products for children. What kid do you know is gonna whip out their scissors and start cutting their doll's hair into an afro shape so that they can rock their afro believable? That makes no sense. It just makes no sense. It does, it's mind-boggling. Now we need to question these things. That's why I say that this doll is kind of controversial in that sense. Also, I heard a little bit of tea behind the scenes about the company itself. I didn't like what I heard. I'm not going to repeat what I heard here because I did not get permission from the person who told me about it to share the information. I don't know how they feel about it now. If they say I can share it, then I will. But, from the last time me and them spoke, it was kind of under wraps. So, but some of the stuff that I heard it just did not sound professional at all, and I can't respect. For me, that was all I needed to hear to kind of end my support of this brand. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, if you don't support LGBTQ, I'm not buying with you. Oh no, if you don't support diversity, if you don't support... Nah, that's not me. I don't care about your core values as a company or what you represent. You can be all into the vegan, animal rights stuff. If that's just what you want to do, fine. That's not that's not the thing that's going to make or break whether or not I spend money with you. But for me, the major thing is how you treat your customers, how you treat the people who are spending money with you, right? If you're being disrespectful to your customers, that's a no-go. If you're being disrespectful to creators on these platforms who are endorsing your products, whether or not they're sponsored. It doesn't matter if they're sponsored or not. If they're bigging up your product and you're being disrespectful to them, that's a no-go. Anything like that that's just unprofessional, no, I can't support that, because what's your problem? It's a business. You need to treat people with care and respect if you want them to take your business seriously, because we don't have to spend our money with you. It's just the right thing to do. Even if you believe you are absolutely in the right, you should treat your customers with respect. Throw in your customer service voice. But some people don't care about that. They don't know how to do that, and they don't want to do it. Even if they did know how to do it, they just don't want to do it. And what can you do about it? That's fine. I don't have to spend my money with you either. So that's why I'm saying, like, nah, I don't like what I heard. See, and then you see here, Galaxy says, I have that doll too, and I know too well that a child will mess that hair up really badly. Exactly. Is this supposed to be an Afro Puff? Questions and Answers channel. What a great channel name. Yeah, exactly. Is it supposed to be an Afro Puff? Who's to even know? Just y'all could do better than that. Come on now. But it's a pretty doll though. It's a shame. It's a pretty doll. I wanted to really like it and get all into the brand, because I always get excited. I'm not like a Mattel junkie where I'm so loyal to Mattel that everybody else doesn't measure up to my standards. It's really not that. It's just some things are just basic, and we're in 2020 something now. Like, guys, too much technology, too much access to things that you don't have to be some big major company like Mattel to get the basics. It's not asking too much, because, like, why bother? If you're not going to compete, why do you even bother? Why are you even trying to market to the people who are endorsers of Mattel? Like, they clearly have a standard, so, like, why would you even bother? That's why I love, like, Rainbow High dolls. Oh my gosh, they put so much good work into the quality of those dolls. They're great for displaying. I don't know how they are as far as playing with them, because the joints kind of get on my nerves. But for display dolls, they're on point. Those dolls are really competing with Mattel, and I'm all for it. I just cannot bring myself to start collecting those dolls, because I don't have enough space where I live to even go down that rabbit hole. But if I had the space, bruh, I'd have a whole room full of. I'd have a whole room full. So I live vicariously through you guys that do collect those dolls. So if this was kind of fun for you guys just to, like, hear me rambling, then let me know by liking this video and drop me a little comment. And if you have questions that you want me to answer, then this would be a great time for you to ask me them in the comment section, and then maybe I'll be able to feature your question in an upcoming video like this one, because I think I want to try doing this on a regular basis just to touch base with you guys and kind of keep up with the news of what's going on in Dollyverse. I'm kind of out of it myself, so I would love for you guys to tell me you guys' thoughts on the things that are going on right now in the Dollyverse, like the latest wave of Fashionistas dolls. Yeah, different new dolls that are coming out, head sculpts that will come out or are coming out. So, like, if you guys have stuff that you want to hear me commentate on about that stuff, then drop it in the comment section and I will try to respond to your questions in the next video. I think that it will be easier for me to answer you guys in a video, talk to each other as a mass group instead of one person at a time in the comment section. Alright, I'll talk to you later. My name is Gypsy. Thank you so much for watching Broken Dolly TV today, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a dolly day.